Alright, Schlockmeister fans, you're not going to believe this one. This one's called The Milky Life with Mickey Rooney. Look it up. Or better yet, just watch with me. Our movie is about Barry Riley, played by Mickey Rooney. 80 years old, extremely wealthy, and he's about to retire. This is, I believe, his granddaughter, Bianca. She's broke. All of his kids and grandkids live off of his money. And here we see Mickey Rooney for the first time. Dubbed in Spanish. Now here is baby Ringo, his great-grandchild. Here he is naked holding his great-grandchild, thinking they have a lot in common. Except the baby has more teeth. He tells his family that he wants to live the rest of his life as a baby. Of course, his family thinks he's nuts. He explains he just wants to be a baby, just like his great-grandchild Ringo. Apparently he's in fine health, his mind is fine. If any of them try to put him in a nut house, they get cut out of his will. They've got to take care of him as if he's a baby. His attorney lets them know that everybody's being cut off, no more credit, no more pensions. On the right there is William Hootkins, his son Julian. You may remember him as Porkins in Star Wars. And the attorney has one more shocking thing to tell them. That's right, he's going to have a wet nurse. So he hires this woman to be his wet nurse. Her name is Aloha, played by Marianne Sagebrecht. He's got to see her boobies, though, to make sure that she's milking right now. I can't show you, but she shows them, and they do. And here we get our first look at Mickey Rooney as a baby, all diapered up. And here he is nursing. This woman, apparently, Aloha, she lost her baby recently, so she was able to nurse. And she sings opera while nursing him. She feeds him, and of course, an industrial-sized stroller. Here we see Barry getting baptized. This movie is screwed up. Barry sleeps with his nanny and then says, "I love you, Aloha." What does she say? It's weird, Barry. Yeah, no shit. Here we see Bruno. This is actually Aloha's boyfriend who comes to stay with him for a while. Of course, he's very confused What kind of shit is this? Is what I've been saying since I started this film. But she had to leave the room, so she asked if he could finish washing him.
Le gusta mi chile, ¿no es así? Dove l'edificio?
Apparently there's a love triangle now.
¿Cómo quiere que un tipo como yo compita con un tipo como usted, millonario? Eso es justo, ¿eh?
Apparently the three of them share a bed also. It's an interesting dynamic. Baby in the middle. Anyway, some criminals break into the mansion because they want to steal some valuable paintings and stuff and artwork he has, and they knock him out. And if you thought things were weird before, they're about to get a lot weirder now. They've been robbed. Apparently Barry's not talked a word since he got up from the robbery. And he's apparently changed.
Le di uno de sus cigarrillos favoritos, ¿sabes? Y tosió. No lo quería.
Aloha says he doesn't make love to me anymore. And now he's speaking baby talk.
Pueden pasar meses antes de que los objetos se pongan a la venta.
He still nurses, though. He's been crying a lot these days, though. And guess why? Oh, look at that. What's in his mouth? Is that a tooth?
Es un diente.
Veamos. Oy, oy, oy. ¿Qué es esto?
That's right.
Es un diente de leche.
Our 80-year-old baby is teething.
Acabamos de darnos cuenta.
He shows all the characteristics of a real baby.
Desde el punto de vista médico,
He's a baby.
Que yo sepa, no se ha dado un caso así en toda la historia de la medicina. Incluso es posible que pudiera vivir otros 80 años.
Anyway, Aloha decides that she's gotta go.
Pero siempre estarás conmigo porque llevo dentro tu bebé. Jamás te olvidaré. Te quiero, mi viejo hilo.
So apparently he can converse with other babies. This baby was telling him about the time he was born. Here's Julian.
No podía ser como todos los demás. No, tú siempre tienes que tener más, ¿no es así? Pues no puedo dejar de hacerlo, papá.
Is he gonna shoot his father? His baby father?
¿Me entiendes? No puedo permitir que
He won't.
salga.
So they're gonna have a happy first birthday to Barry, and Barry's now starting to walk. Look at him. And apparently he's daydreaming of his wet nurse Aloha out on the water. I wonder if Barry can swim. Well, the answer is no. Barry can't swim. Or at least baby Barry can't. Oh no. Our movie ends with Barry's funeral and some weird narrator telling us about the circle of life.
Y al crecer, tu vida a tu alrededor crecerá. Era un niño y fue joven hasta el final.
Alright, let's talk about this movie called The Milky Life. La Vida Lactea. It's a Spanish film starring Mickey Rooney. Everything is dubbed in Spanish. I don't know if the rest of the cast was speaking Spanish. I know there was some British actors in here too. A guy who was in Star Wars, actually. And of course Mickey Rooney, who was probably speaking English. But anyway, the movie is crazy. We have here, Mickey Rooney plays an 80-year-old man. He's like a billionaire named Barry something or other. And he decides, after seeing this great-grandchild of his, he's like, you know what, living like a baby, that's the way to go. He's like, he's extremely wealthy, and his family, his kids and stuff, are all a bunch of slackers, and they can't wait for him to basically to die off so they can inherit money. They live off of him. They, you know, all their money they have right now is based on their dad's wealth. So he decides enough is enough. He's going to live as a baby. He's going to wear diapers. He's going to live in a crib or sleep in a crib. And he's going to hire a wet nurse, a woman who recently lost her baby, to nurse from. So that's what he does. Next thing you know, he's running around in a diaper. At one point, saying "goo goo gaga." He does speak at some point at first. He's speaking English. He actually falls in love with his wet nurse. And I couldn't show you this scene, but after he says, you know, "Can I see your breasts?" and she bears them for him, and he actually plays with the nipples a little bit, and some milk comes out. So, yep, he tested her out, and she's good. And then he ends up nursing off of her. They sleep together for a while too. They end up falling in love with each other, even though she has a boyfriend named Bruno who comes to visit at one point too. And then something weird happens, as if it wasn't weird enough. Of course, his family thinks he's crazy, but he's got it in his will that if anybody tries to put him in a nut house, they get cut out of his will. So they're kind of hands are tied there. So anyway, some thieves come to the house because they think he has some valuable paintings or whatever else, and they knock him out. And when he comes to, he actually is a baby. I don't know if it was a mindset thing or whatever, but he's like regressed to being a baby. He's obviously in an 80-year-old body, but he's saying nothing about goo goo gaga, and he's not really talking English at all. He's just mumbling baby talk. And at one point, he starts to teeth. He's teething. He starts teething. It makes no sense whatsoever, but he is. He can't walk, but eventually does learn how to walk. Then, of course, once he starts walking, he ends up walking, because nobody's watching him, he ends up walking down by the water, falls in and drowns. That's the end of our movie. Oh, this thing's crazy. It's just a crazy, crazy film. I got this movie from a place called Video Search of Miami, which was a service back in the early 2000s, maybe in the 90s as well, that used to sell videotapes. They were basically bootlegs from across the world. They would get these foreign copies of things and put them, stuff that wasn't available here in the U.S., or uncut versions, stuff like that. And I bought several things from them in the past, including this one. This one sounded so crazy I had to get it. The people at Video Search of Miami actually put the subtitles on this. There is no English soundtrack to this that exists, as far as I know. And they put the words on there themselves. And they had some spelling errors in there too. But anyway, as far as I know, this movie isn't available anywhere other than in my house. And I've ended up putting this on a DVD-R with some homemade box art here. It's The Milky Life. It's a crazy-ass film. I bet you none of my viewers have seen this thing. But if you have, let me know, because I'm curious if anybody else has seen this little oddity but me. If you can track this film down at some point, do so. It's freaking weird, but it's fun to watch. But anyway, it's called The Milky Life, La Vida Lactea. Let me know what you think of it if you've seen it, or just let me know what you think of this review. It's called The Milky Life. Watch it. Bye.